Imagine a future where faulty genes are simply switched on or off, like flipping a light switch. This is the incredible promise of gene therapy, a medical revolution happening right now. What is gene therapy? It's harnessing our own DNA to fight disease by correcting faulty instructions in our genetic code. Think of it as a software update for your body, fixing glitches at the source. Real people are already seeing their lives transformed. Children regaining strength, adults experiencing dramatic health improvements. Our genes are like instruction manuals in a vast library written in the language of DNA. These genes send out instructions to make proteins, the workhorses that keep us alive and healthy. It's a symphony of molecular activity, all orchestrated by your unique genetic blueprint. But what if a page in that manual is missing or scrambled? That's how genetic diseases begin. Errors in our genes can be inherited or occur spontaneously, disrupting the body's delicate balance. These glitches can lead to a range of health problems, from mild to life-threatening. Gene therapy targets the root cause, fixing faulty genes instead of just treating symptoms. Scientists use ingenious methods like harmless viruses to deliver healthy genes directly into cells. Once inside, these genes provide the correct instructions, restoring normal function. Delivering a healthy gene to the right cells is like sending a fragile package to a specific address in a busy city. Scientists use direct delivery or modify patient cells in the lab before returning them, a process called ex vivo therapy. Each method has unique challenges, but both aim to get the right gene to the right place. Viruses, repurposed as viral vectors, are masters of gene delivery, stripped of harmful genes and loaded with therapeutic ones. These modified viruses infect cells, delivering their valuable cargo without causing disease. This approach has already shown promise in treating immune deficiencies and certain types of blindness. Scientists are also developing non-viral methods like liposomes and nanoparticles to deliver genes safely and efficiently. These tiny carriers can evade the immune system and target specific cells, expanding gene therapy's reach. New delivery methods are crucial for treating a wider range of genetic diseases. Layla was born with spinal muscular atrophy, a disease that robs children of strength and mobility. Her parents watched helplessly as she grew weaker, until gene therapy offered hope. Zolgensma, a one-time treatment, delivered a healthy gene to halt the disease's progression. After treatment, Layla's muscles regained strength, she lifted her head, sat up, and began to thrive. Today she runs and laughs like any other child. Layla's story is a testament to the transformative power of gene therapy. She's a beacon of hope for families facing devastating genetic diseases. Eight-year-old Ben was born with a rare genetic eye disease, seeing only shadows and light. A clinical trial gave him Luxturna, a gene therapy injected directly into his eyes. Within weeks, Ben's vision improved, colors became vivid, shapes defined. The day he saw his mother's face clearly for the first time was unforgettable. Ben's journey from darkness to sight shows gene therapy's power to treat previously incurable blindness. His story inspires hope for others with inherited retinal diseases. Sarah lived in fear of sickle cell crises, until gene editing changed everything. Using CRISPR, scientists corrected the faulty gene in her blood stem cells, then infused them back into her body. Soon, her blood was filled with healthy cells, and the pain crises vanished. Sarah's life was transformed, her energy soared, and her future brightened. Her story highlights gene editing's potential for millions battling genetic blood disorders. These inspiring stories come with a challenge: the high cost of gene therapy. Treatments like Zolgensma can cost millions, creating barriers for many families. Innovative payment models and increased funding are needed to make these therapies accessible. Ensuring affordability is crucial so that life-changing treatments reach everyone in need. The promise of gene therapy must extend beyond wealthy nations and privileged communities. Access gaps persist, especially in developing countries and underserved areas. Bridging this divide requires global collaboration, investment in healthcare infrastructure, and addressing social determinants of health. Equity isn't just ethical, it's essential for global health. Only with a concerted effort can gene therapy's benefits reach all who need them. As with any transformative technology, gene therapy raises profound ethical and societal questions that require, careful consideration and ongoing dialogue. The rapid pace of innovation in this field means that society must continually reassess its values and priorities, ensuring that progress does not outpace our ability to thoughtfully address the challenges that arise. One of the most pressing concerns revolves around informed consent, particularly when it comes to treating children with genetic diseases. Ensuring that families fully understand the potential risks, benefits, and uncertainties of gene therapy is essential for ethical medical practice. While parents generally have the authority to make medical decisions on behalf of their children, the long-term implications of gene therapy, both for the individual and for future generations, really necessitate careful ethical deliberation. These decisions are often made under emotional stress, which can further complicate the process of obtaining truly informed consent. Another ethical challenge arises from the potential for off-target effects, where the gene editing tools inadvertently modify genes other than the intended target. Such unintended changes could have unpredictable consequences for a patient's health, and may not become apparent until years later. While scientists are constantly refining these tools to enhance their precision, the possibility of unintended consequences, especially the risk of introducing new mutations or disrupting crucial cellular functions, honestly cannot be entirely eliminated. This uncertainty highlights the importance of transparency in communicating risks to patients and their families. This risk underscores the need for rigorous safety testing, long-term monitoring of patients who receive gene therapy, and open communication about potential risks and benefits. Ongoing follow-up is vital to detect late emerging effects and to ensure that patients continue to receive appropriate care and support. Furthermore, the advent of gene editing technologies like CRISPR has ignited debates about the potential for germline editing, where genetic modifications could be passed down to future generations. This possibility raises questions not only about safety, but also about the moral responsibility we have to future people who cannot consent to these changes. While this approach holds promise for eradicating inherited diseases, it also raises concerns about unintended consequences for the human gene pool and the potential for exacerbating existing social inequalities. There is a real risk that access to such technologies could be limited to certain groups, deepening divides in society. Establishing clear ethical guidelines and robust regulatory frameworks for gene editing research and its clinical applications will be crucial to navigating these uncharted waters responsibly. International cooperation and dialogue will be necessary to set standards that protect individuals and communities worldwide. The ethical and societal implications of gene therapy extend beyond the realm of science and medicine. They touch on issues of justice, equity, and the kind of future we want to create for ourselves and generations to come. Open and transparent public engagement is essential to foster trust in these transformative technologies and to ensure that their development and deployment align with societal values. Encouraging diverse voices in these conversations helps to identify concerns and aspirations that might otherwise be overlooked. As we venture further into the frontier of gene therapy, a thoughtful and inclusive approach, guided by ethical principles and a commitment to equitable access, will be paramount to harnessing its full potential for the benefit of all humankind. Only by working together can we ensure that these powerful tools are used wisely and justly, shaping a healthier and more equitable future for everyone. The stories we've shared are just the beginning. They represent only a glimpse into the vast potential of gene therapy and the incredible progress being made every day in labs and clinics around the world. Gene therapy is poised to revolutionize how we treat a vast array of diseases, from cancer and heart disease to Alzheimer's and HIV. The possibilities are expanding as researchers uncover new ways to harness the power of our own genetic code to fight illness. Imagine a future where gene therapy becomes a routine part of healthcare, offering personalized treatments tailored to an individual's unique genetic makeup. Each patient could receive therapies designed specifically for their needs, leading to better outcomes and fewer side effects. This isn't science fiction, it's the future that researchers are working tirelessly to build. Every day, teams of scientists and clinicians are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, turning yesterday's dreams into tomorrow's realities. Clinical trials are underway for a multitude of conditions, investigating gene therapies that could boost the immune system's ability to fight cancer, and even target rare diseases that previously had no hope of a cure. These trials are also exploring ways to correct genetic defects that cause heart disease, or even slow down the progression of neurodegenerative disorders like Parkinson's and ALS, offering new hope to patients and families. The potential applications of gene therapy are vast and rapidly expanding, offering hope for millions worldwide who currently lack effective treatment options. As access grows, more people from all walks of life will benefit from these breakthroughs. One particularly exciting area of research is in vivo gene editing, where CRISPR and other gene editing tools are delivered directly into the body to correct genetic defects at the source. This approach could one day allow doctors to treat diseases with a single targeted intervention. This approach holds immense promise for treating diseases that affect multiple organs or tissues, as well as for addressing genetic conditions that were previously considered untreatable. It could transform the outlook for patients with complex or rare disorders. As scientists continue to refine these gene editing tools and develop safer and more efficient delivery methods, the potential applications of in vivo gene editing are only just beginning to be realized. The next decade could see breakthroughs we can scarcely imagine today. The future of gene therapy is not limited to treating diseases. It also holds the potential to prevent them altogether. By intervening early, we could stop some conditions before they ever have a chance to take hold. Imagine a future where newborns are screened for a wide range of genetic diseases, and those at risk receive gene therapy early in life, preventing the disease from ever manifesting. This could change the course of countless lives, giving children a healthier start. This proactive approach to healthcare, known as preventative gene therapy, could dramatically reduce the burden of genetic diseases on individuals, families, and healthcare systems worldwide. The journey is just beginning, and the future holds extraordinary promise for all. As we've seen, the high cost of gene therapy is a significant barrier to access. For many patients and families, the price tag can be overwhelming, putting potentially life-saving treatments out of reach. This financial burden not only affects individuals, but also places strain on healthcare systems and insurance providers, making it a challenge to deliver these advanced therapies to everyone who could benefit. However, there's hope on the horizon. Advances in science, technology, and policy are converging to address these challenges, offering new pathways to make gene therapy more affordable and accessible for all. Just as the price of computers and smartphones plummeted as technology advanced and manufacturing scaled up, so too is the cost of gene therapy expected to decrease in the coming years. As more companies enter the field and production processes become more streamlined, economies of scale will help drive prices down, making these treatments more attainable for a broader population. Scientists and companies are developing new manufacturing techniques that are more efficient and cost-effective, paving the way for gene therapies that are accessible to a wider patient population. Automation, improved delivery systems, and innovative bioprocessing methods are all contributing to lower production costs and higher yields. Furthermore, as the field matures and more gene therapies reach the market, increased competition is expected to drive down prices, making these life-changing treatments more affordable for patients and healthcare systems alike. The entry of generic and biosimilar gene therapies in the future could further accelerate this trend, expanding access even more. Beyond reducing manufacturing costs, innovative payment models are being explored to make gene therapy more accessible. These new approaches aim to ease the financial burden on patients and families while also helping healthcare providers manage costs more effectively. Outcome-based pricing, where payment is tied to the effectiveness of the treatment, could help to mitigate the financial risk for insurers and healthcare providers, while ensuring that patients only pay for therapies that deliver tangible benefits. This model encourages accountability and rewards real-world results, aligning incentives for all parties involved. Subscription-based models, similar to those used for software and streaming services, are also being considered, potentially spreading the cost of gene therapy over time and making it more manageable for patients and families. By breaking down large upfront costs into smaller predictable payments, these models could help more people access the treatments they need without financial hardship. Governments and regulatory agencies also have a crucial role to play in making gene therapy more affordable and accessible. Their policies and support can shape the landscape for innovation and access, ensuring that no one is left behind. Streamlining the drug approval process, providing tax incentives for companies developing gene therapies for rare diseases, and investing in research and development of more cost-effective manufacturing techniques are all essential steps in the right direction. These efforts can help reduce delays and lower costs, bringing new treatments to patients faster. By fostering a supportive regulatory environment and investing in innovation, governments can help to accelerate the development and delivery of affordable gene therapies to those who need them most. With continued collaboration between scientists, industry, policymakers, and patient advocates, the future of gene therapy holds the promise of greater access and hope for millions worldwide. The ultimate goal of gene therapy is to create a future where genetic diseases are no longer a life sentence, but a challenge that can be overcome. While this vision may seem like a distant dream, the rapid pace of progress in the field, coupled with the unwavering dedication of researchers, clinicians, and patient advocates, gives us reason to be optimistic. Imagine a world where children born with cystic fibrosis can breathe freely, where sickle cell disease is a distant memory, and where Huntington's disease no longer casts a shadow over families. This is the future that gene therapy has the potential to unlock, a future where individuals are empowered to live longer, healthier and more fulfilling lives, free from the constraints of their genetic inheritance. The journey towards this future will undoubtedly be filled with challenges. However, the potential rewards are immeasurable. By continuing to invest in gene therapy research, fostering collaboration across disciplines, and addressing the ethical and societal implications of this powerful technology, we can create a future where genetic diseases no longer dictate the course of human life. The stories of Layla, Ben and Sarah, along with countless others who have benefited from gene therapy, serve as powerful reminders of what is possible when human ingenuity is combined with a relentless pursuit of scientific advancement. As we stand on the cusp of a new era in medicine, the future of gene therapy is bright with promise, offering a beacon of hope for generations to come. Gene therapy is more than just a medical breakthrough, it's a beacon of hope shining brightly in the world of medicine. We've witnessed its remarkable power to transform lives, offering a fighting chance against diseases once considered unbeatable. From Layla's newfound strength to Ben's world filled with vibrant colors, these stories remind us of the incredible potential of gene therapy to rewrite the future for those battling genetic conditions. While challenges remain, the high costs, the need for greater access, and the ethical considerations, the future of gene therapy is brimming with possibilities. As we continue to unlock the secrets of our genetic code and develop even more precise and effective treatments, we move closer to a world where genetic diseases no longer hold us hostage. This is the dawn of a new era in medicine, an era where we have the power to repair the very blueprint of life itself, offering hope for a healthier and brighter future for all.